Voters head to the polls to pick the winner of the Texas House District 125 runoff. The UT Health San Antonio Nursing School receives millions more to fight the opioid epidemic. And Spurs Nation celebrates the birthday of San Antonio assistant coach Becky Hammon. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Tuesday, March 12th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Today, voters on the west and northwest sides will decide whether Republicans score another upset in an off-cycle San Antonio election, or Democrats keep a solidly blue district in a runoff to determine the next Texas House representative from HD 125. Small business owner and Republican Fred Ron Hell and former city councilman and Democrat Ray Lopez are vying for the seat after the two men emerged from a crowded field of 5 candidates in a February 12th special election. Today's runoff comes as lawmakers mull key changes in state law, including property tax reform and school finance, as the state's 86th legislature meets at the state capitol, with Republicans controlling the Texas House by a margin of 83 to 66. Following a special election that featured 4 Democrats and Ron Hell as the lone GOP candidate, HD 125 voters now face a more traditional Republican or Democrat choice between Ron Hell and Lopez. Today's election was originally triggered in January when former state representative Justin Rodriguez vacated his seat in the Texas House to accept an appointment to replace the late Paul Elizondo on the Bexar County Commissioner's Court. A special election was held February 12th, but none of the 5 candidates crossed the 50% threshold to win outright, resulting in the runoff. Unlike during early voting, today residents must go to their designated polling place from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Voters can verify whether they live in the district, check their registrations, and find their polling places on the county's website, bexar.org. UT Health San Antonio School of Nursing has received $17.5 million in federal funding to combat the opioid epidemic in Bexar County and across Texas. The money will go towards several initiatives, including help for overdose survivors in Bexar County and training people statewide in the use of naloxone, the nasal spray known as Narcan that reverses the effects of an opioid overdose, with 40 additional Narcan training sessions across Texas targeting friends, family, and community members who are likely to be present when an overdose takes place. In addition, the funding will support the nursing school's new project with the San Antonio Fire Department's Mobile Integrated Health Unit that seeks to follow up with people who recently survived an overdose. The additional money will also facilitate more in-person visits from emergency responders in plain clothes to check on the well-being of survivors across the city and connect them with recovery services. As part of the agency's state opioid response, the federal money was awarded to Texas by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Administration, which is a branch of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. It builds upon a previous grant of more than $1.8 million awarded to the UT Health San Antonio Nursing School and runs through September 2020. And today, trailblazing Spurs assistant coach Becky Hammon celebrates her 42nd birthday, with Spurs fans also celebrating on Facebook fan pages, where Hammon is being recognized for the success she's had in her unprecedented position. Following retirement from the San Antonio Stars, in August 2014, the 7-time WNBA All-Star was hired by the Spurs as a full-time assistant coach. She then took the coaching reins of the Spurs Summer League team in Las Vegas in 2015 and 2016, leading the team to a championship during her first year. Last summer, Hammon was promoted to a seat in the front row of coaching staff and also became the first woman to interview for an NBA head coaching job. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Tuesday, March 12th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.